Alrighty folks, this is Jaybird drone out with the Zino 2 today, and we got the blue landing pad, so we're going to try out the precision landing on that. And then also I'm going to show you a little trick to help with the distance. Well, hopefully it will. Let's see. I'm going to go to the FPV settings, take off FPV HD mode. I saw L3 Toys doing that, and I want to see if that works for me. I'm at the same location I was yesterday, so everything else is good. We got 11 satellites, 100% battery, and we're gonna go ahead and see if this works. So I'm gonna do Marcus Crawford, up and out. Wish me luck, folks. And I'm gonna also do a regular recording on the SD card. So here we go. Let's check the home point. That looks good, and let's give her a shot.
Refresh the return point. Please mind the return position.
Alright, we're up and the sun is shining today, folks. A little bit windy, but the UAV forecast gave us the A-OK, good to fly. So we're up. Alright, we're getting a little bit of breakup, but let's go ahead and see if that trick helped us. Yeah. Alright folks, we're gonna go full stick forward. We are on normal mode. Now on that setting, we're still doing the 4K 60 frames per second, but the I guess the FPV on the screen isn't full HD with that setting. I'm not sure. I will go ahead and give the QC some props. QC guy, he's right. Always use a landing pad if you're going to take off or land in a dusty area. You do not want dirt to get inside your motors, and you also want to avoid dirt getting into the camera. So looks like we're getting a little bit of breakup, but we're still doing good. We're still getting a little bit of breakup, so maybe that doesn't help out here. But we are in a congested area, a lot of Wi-Fi interference. But we're still showing, there's a little bit of bars on it. And I will also note that the FN button works also. I got mine set to revert the camera back to a level viewpoint. So let's go ahead and see if it works. It should. Yeah, we're just getting a lot of interference out here today. I might have to try it down by the river. Let's fire it back towards us.
There was us.
Go ahead and bring that gimbal down. I'm still doing good on the battery, 84%. Yeah, I just think it may be this area I'm in. I'm gonna go ahead and try the precision landing. Let's go ahead and hit return to home. And I still haven't figured out how to eliminate the beeping noise. I apologize. So let's go ahead and return to home.
Return to home.
At the landing pad. Once I figure out that beeping noise, I will report back. I saw somebody say if you press the FSN button. That didn't do it. Just switches to sport mode. But she's coming back to us. Let me stop the recording and hope that this finds this blue apron landing pad. But the QC guy is correct. Always use the landing pad if you're going to take off in a dusty or dirty ground. Never take off. You don't want dirt in your motors, and you don't want dirt in the camera or the gimbal. It's just going to cause a lot of problems. So I will give him credit for giving people that advice. It's good advice. Okay, we're bringing her down. I'm losing a lot of footage. I think it's worse with that option off in the settings. I'm going to try it again with the setting back on. She's coming down to us. Camera will automatically, if it's not already pointing down, adjust. So here's the moment of truth with the blue landing pad. Come on, baby, get close. Just gonna get it.
Cancel return.
No, it didn't. Okay, let's go ahead and turn that setting back on. Let's do this again too. Get good GPS accuracy. Alright, let's go ahead and catch her. go ahead and change that setting back. So we got that setting back to FPV HD mode. Let's try the airplane mode. Let's go ahead and record again.
Refresh the return point. Please find the return position.
Alright folks, we're going up. There we go. And let's go ahead and fly her out just a bit, or take her up just a little bit. And we're going to take her up about, let's try 300 feet this time. That should be good. Fire straight ahead. Okay, we're good. I'm going to do 350 feet and give her a shot from there. And we're just going to fly her out and see how she does. So far, so good. I think it was just a lot of Wi-Fi in the area that was giving us some hassle. But that happens on DJI too. Don't let that deter you from buying this drone. So we're just doing full stick forward. We're still good on the battery, 60% with 17 satellites. Over half a mile now. Was able to get about a mile yesterday, so I'm just gonna keep holding the sticks out and see until we lose her. Let's go ahead and bring her up just a little. Alright, this should be good. Right at the 400 mark. Adjusting the antennas too. That's the thing, the controller seems to have good signal, but the FPV just continues to keep breaking up. But it is because of the Wi-Fi interference, I believe. I will go out to the river in the next day or two and see how she does out there. We're doing good. See if the signal comes back. If not, we'll return to home. There it is.
Low battery warning. The drone is under return to home soon. Return to home.
Okay, she's gonna come back to return to home. So we're at 50% now, and it calculates the amount of battery and the distance of the aircraft. So she's gonna come back to us. And I still have the landing pad out, so hopefully that it detects it. But it is awfully sunny today, so I wouldn't harp on the technology part of the landing pad. I mean, it's still a good drone. I mean, anytime you're using features, it's you know, they need to be perfected still. So I imagine the firmware updates over time, just like the original Zino 1, over time the firmware updates helped out tremendously. And that's a pretty good drone now. We're coming back, no doubt about that. Just want to give a shout out to Blue Skyver. He flies his Zino 2 regularly. He does a good job. Ron Brown does a nice job. Marcus Crawford, he does a good job as well. Chad B, he does a good job. Check out their channels. They all do a good job with the Zino 2. So, can't complain on a day like today. It's nice and sunny. I'm going to leave the recording on and still see if it picks up the landing pad detection. Because I know on the FEMI X8, if you're recording, it disables that feature. So I'm going to check to see if this disables the feature on this Zino 2. But we'll see. Who knows? We'll see how close it gets. Might chop up some grass, but it's better than landing on dirt where it can get inside your motors or even in the gimbal, and then you don't want that. So we're coming in. And she's coming down. But my advice is don't expect a DJI from a Hubsan. It is a good drone for beginners, but it will need some more firmware updates to correct a few things. But the optical flow does work. It's just slow to react. And over time, once this drone's out in the market for a few months, it will improve. It's like a bottle of wine. With age, it perfects. And that's the way I look at the Hubsan Zino lineup. So we got it still recording. It's coming down. Not seeing any detection. Yeah, it doesn't do it. Let's go ahead and cancel.
Cancel return.
Let's fly her out a little bit, and then we'll see if we can get it to execute. So that answers my question there. Let's hit the return to home now.
Return to home.
Let's see how close she gets to that landing pad, folks. It is a blue pad today. It's awfully sunny though. It could be the sun reflecting off of the pad. I will try it on a cloudy day to see if the sun is affecting the pad. Also, some good advice is to not use your landing pad on a cement ground because it could blow away with high winds or any type of wind, or even when it's coming in for a landing. You're better off to use the landing pad on the grass, where at least you have some cushion if the drone decides to not want to land directly on the pad or next to it. So we're just bringing her down here. I want to tell people to go ahead and hit the subscribe button, hit all notifications if you want to get more footage from this drone and other drones on Jaybird Drone. And it looks like it's locking in, folks. I don't know. Do we have a winner here? Or is it going to revert? Looks like it's catching it. This might be it. I'm going to just let it go and see where it goes. Pretty close, within a foot. So thank you all for watching. Stay tuned for more footage from the Zino 2. And go ahead and hit that subscribe button, folks. Thanks again. Signing off.